questions on palmistry. So
So
that's another
absolutely.
thing I've been doing for a while.
And this hour, guys, this hour is just for you, about you, and what will work for you now and in future. So do use this opportunity, connect with us during the show. आप call कर सकते हैं 510-770-1550. That's the number. 510-770-1550 is the studio line number where you can call for a quick question and be ready with your date, time, and place of birth in the correct order to get your question answered. And as Dr. Bhatia mentioned, that today is a very different topic. So let's start with the topic, what it is.
The topic अलग होगी. Today, we've been discussing so much stuff about planets, sun, moon, kundli, house, benefic planets, sad sati, bad planets. But आज की topic is something which is right place, right time. ये टॉपिक के ऊपर हमने आज बात करनी है because
जी.
the thought crosses everybody's mind. What is the right place, right time? हमारा एक friend था who was at the right place, right time. Why did it not happen to me? So what is right place, right time? Why does it happen to your friends? When will it happen to you? If you have a missed opportunity, क्या वो वापस आएगी कभी? How can an astrologer or how can somebody else help you in the same way?
So let's start with what is right place and right time.
So has that thought ever occurred to you, Vedika? कि right place, right time होता है? Yeah, do you have any example?
Definitely होता है.
See, I'll give you a classic example. Many years ago, we had a bunch of people who worked at Intel who quit Intel because Intel was not doing that well and they went to a very small company called Nvidia. Bunch of people, I mean over 22. उन 22 लोगों में से some thought Nvidia is not doing anything, Nvidia is not going anywhere. They ended up quitting the company and leaving. But there are three people who stuck behind. They thought, job चल रही है, अच्छा चल रहा है, why not? That stock has gone from being $5 to, I don't know, hundreds of dollars. The investment has gone up, and each one of them is worth, at least they come to me, they're on paper, they're worth over $25 million today.
Wow.
Do you think that is right place, right time?
The
Yes.
best place, the best time.
Now, what about those other 19 people जो right place पे right time पे थे लेकिन उन्होंने opportunity गवा दी? So, उनके बारे में भी बात करते हैं. Then what about people like you and me who did not join that company? So, let's analyze one step at a time, right?
जी.
सोचते हैं कि right place, right time का मतलब क्या होता है? तो in my opinion, being at the right place at the right time का मतलब है finding yourself in a situation where the circumstances align perfectly to create a favorable outcome. Again, इसका ये मतलब है the situation is such that the circumstances align themselves to create a favorable outcome. This concept का ये भी मतलब है कि success or positive results not only depends on your action and your effort, but also on timing, location, and external factors. इसका मतलब है right place, time at the right place. Now, let's analyze this more. First, एक opportune moment होता है. That moment will come. You must seize that moment. And for that moment to come, the conditions must be ideal. If that happens, you will achieve your goal. Number two, luck and timing. Recognizing the role of timing is very important because timing से ही सब कुछ होता है लाइफ में. जब टाइम अच्छा आता है तो अनएक्सपेक्टेड अपॉर्चुनिटीज आ जाती हैं, अनएक्सपेक्टेड रिजल्ट्स हो जाते हैं. बी प्रिपेयर्ड एंड बी रेडी. हाउ विल यू बी प्रिपेयर्ड एंड रेडी इफ यू डोंट नो व्हाट इज कमिंग योर वे? जब अपॉर्चुनिटी आती है, यू हैव टू बी प्रिपेयर्ड इन सम फॉर्म की आने वाला है, महीने में आएगा, 2 महीने में आएगा. You can be prepared with the help of an astrologer, with the help of the circumstance you're in, right? A fourth part that impacts right place, right time is external events. Are they all going positive or are they all going negative? Then the fifth aspect is the influence of astrology, planets. आपके planets की alignment क्या है? दशा क्या चल रही है? Transit क्या है? All of these will help you in making a critical decision with which your internal goals and external conditions will create that harmony which will lead to success. So, being at the right place at the right time requires little bit of guidance also. अगर guidance मिल जाए आपको, then you will start to trust your intuition. You will trust your gut. You will take that leap of faith and you will make sure that it works out for you. Because ये impact बहुत significantly करेगा आपकी life पे. It can change the trajectory of your life. It can give you phenomenal growth, phenomenal success, phenomenal happiness. ये जो concept है ना, it is involving timing and location, which are both very, very important. Without them, you cannot be right place, right time. Timing and location, very, very important. If I give you examples today on the show
Mhm.
of people who were at the right place at the right time, let's say I give one episode to one person I know, my life would run out. I would not have that much time because 52, shows hain. Even if I take two people I talk about right place, I won't have enough time left. I know hundreds, thousands of people who have been at the right place at the right time and who have become very successful. So my question is, why not you? हम इतने साल से astrology कर रहे थे. We are a board member of the International Association of Astrology, but we never held a radio show. Why is that? Right place, right time. रेडियो
Absolutely.
चैनल सेड लेट्स होस्ट अ शो. हमने शो स्टार्ट कर दिया. जब जब जो होना है तब तब होना है. देयर आर पीपल हु आल्सो क्राई एंड से आई मिस्ड वन अपॉर्चुनिटी. वेल गेस व्हाट, opportunities come back. We will discuss that again.
Yeah, that
And the
that was my next question. So when you said right place, right time, so to all the callers who were calling us, and unfortunately we were talking and we missed the call. Maybe that was not the right time, but now is the right time. You can give us a call back for 510-770-1550. That's studio line number. और अगर आप शो के बाद साकेत जी से बात करना चाहते हैं तो उनका डायरेक्ट नंबर है 408-639-5300. But the studio number where you can call right now is again 510-770-1550. Yeah, so let's talk about if the right time and right place combination comes back.
first of all हमने देखना है कि what is your definition of right place, right time, right? Some people, काफी लोग हैं यहाँ पर, I mean काफी नहीं, everybody who's listening to my show, including me, has that one person or that one friend who has been at the right place at the right time. But why don't we admit that we have also been at the right place at the right time? Why are we focusing on that one thing that got away? Why don't we focus on the many things that we have? For example, अगर आपकी शादी हुई है, you were at the right place, right time to meet that partner. If you have left India और आप यहाँ बैठे हो, you were at the right place at the right time. You went for that education, for that degree, for that job. आप यहाँ आ गए. तो हर एक person की life में right place, right time होता है. Missed opportunities is different. अब question is, does right place and right time repeat itself? I am an astrologer, so I will give you that answer from experience, knowledge, and from astrology. The simple answer is yes. Right place, right time का concept repeat होता है due to the cyclical nature of the planets, the transits. But the magnitude of that effect could be more or less depending on your chart.
That's very
So
hopeful.
no, it is true. Again, हम आपको examples दे रहे हैं, तो आपको एक और example देते हैं. We
जी.
had a couple that came in that had no children. They were trying 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Every time they tried to have a child, something went wrong and they lost the baby. After 4 miscarriages, when I was sitting with them, I said, "You're going to get a chance." They said, "क्या chance है?" I said, "Fifth house देखते हैं, बच्चे का घर." उस पे एस्पेक्ट आ गया जुपिटर का, उस पे एस्पेक्ट आ गया राहु का, और जो दशा चल रही थी वो उसी घर के लॉर्ड की थी, एंड अंतर दशा थी राहु की. आई सेड, "You're not going to have one, you're probably going to have two kids." Right place, right time, दो बच्चे हैं. The kids are older today. But I'm trying to tell you, जब 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 होना है तब होगा, but you have to take that leap of effort, faith. You must make that effort, and if you get guidance, you will be in a better situation than you are.
Absolutely. Somebody who can tell you, an experienced person who can tell you when is the right time for you. And That exactly is Dr. Saket Bhatia. When you'll connect with him, he will be able to analyze your charts. He will be able to guide you. 408-639-5300. And if you would like to talk to him right now during the show with just one question, do call us 510-770-1550. We have a caller waiting. Can we quickly take the
Sure.
call?
Sure.
Hello, you're on air with Dr. Bhatia.
Hello, Dr. Bhatia.
Yeah, I can hear you. Hi.
Okay, excellent. I just wanted to understand, like, how do I find my destiny?
Sorry, can you repeat?
How does one find their destiny?
Vedika, can you hear clearly?
Can you say that again? Actually, your voice is not
Yeah,
clear.
how does one find out his or her destiny? I mean, जो काम करने के लिए हम आए हैं, that is not defined by our family, that's not defined by our profession, but what are we here for? How does one find about oneself?
So, some people are here for leading others. Some people are here to serve others. Some people are here to just give a lot of happiness. Some people are here for the path of spirituality. So, your question is very standard, which I get asked in almost every meeting. कि मेरा purpose क्या है life का? Is that what you're asking? Why am I here? What do I do?
Astrologically, Bhatia ji, how do we find out our destiny? What are we here for? Do we look at 9th house, 10th house, and then see whether there is any activity in 6th house for service, or 9th house is like Bhagya, and then 10th house is your career that you really actually do?
10th house is not the
How,
career you actually do. 10th house is the
okay,
level of degree you will achieve in your career. You must look at your
okay,
5th house for knowledge. You must look at your 9th house for what is guiding you in life. You must look at the Lord of the 9th house and you must look at the 12th house. You will get a clear-cut indication what your purpose is. And above and beyond that, you must ask yourself, what do I want to do? Which is strongest in the 3rd house? It is your house of hobbies, your house of desire. Again, 8th house bhi dekho, because 8th house is hidden. What is it you want to do? 3rd house is hobbies. 6th house is service. 12th house is what you're going to eventually do. I have another example of somebody who wanted to join an ashram. He had a very strong 9th house, extremely strong. बोलते हैं spirituality करनी है. But his 12th house was very weak. He ended up leaving everything from the Bay Area. He went to Tibet. He stayed there for 6 years and came back. He said, I cannot disconnect from my family. So, to answer your question, this will take time. We'll have to sit together. We'll have to talk. We'll have to understand what you want to do. What are you doing? And Dasha Kab hai planet ki that will trigger that thing for you to do. Because not everybody is ready to do what they want at this stage in life. It is also possible some people go through despair isolation phase in which nothing is working out, so they start thinking, what am I here for? So we want to make sure you're not in that phase, that there is something else coming your way. Call us offline, we'll talk.
okay.
And the number where you can reach Dr. Bhatia is 408-639-5300. But to all the listeners tuned in, the Saket Bhatia Astrology Show is on Radio Zindagi. This is the live show. And you can give us a call if you also have any question. Studio lines are open, 510-770-1550. We have another caller waiting. Hello, you're on air with Dr. Bhatia.
Yeah. Hi, Dr. Bhatia. How are you?
How are you doing?
I'm good, great. Okay, I have a question because nowadays in social media and all, you find so many things. So, like, is the planet is changing? Like, they're telling, oh, कुंभ राशि में ये होने वाला है, वो होने वाला है, आप ऐसे करो, वैसे करो. Every minute there is something new. So, like me, layman or layperson, what they should do? Like, follow everything or to follow specialist or do nothing? Like, what? Just affects you sometimes.
So recently there was a very big havan and very big puja. वो कहते हैं कि Jupiter has gone into Taurus and that's going to result in lots of wealth for the world, correct? The listener is there on the call. So what happens is they start with Aries. Aries is the first house. Then they say Taurus. Jupiter is a planet of expansion. वो हर एक चीज बढ़ाता है. सेकंड हाउस में चला गया तो पैसे देगा. किसको देगा? दुनिया को देगा. But that is not true. That is incorrect. You can have two people in the same country, in the same city, you and me, who will be completely impacted by planets in a different way. So all I'm trying to say is generalization doesn't work. You have to narrow down to you. We have to narrow it down to your chart. अगर आपकी चार्ट और हमारी चार्ट आइडेंटिकल है, but your sun is sitting at 26 degrees and mine is sitting at 3 degrees, it makes a world of a difference. बहुत फर्क हो जाएगा. Everything will change. जहाँ एस्पेक्ट जाता है वो हाउस डैमेज होगा या नहीं होगा. सो दैट जनरलाइजेशन यू आर सेइंग डज नॉट वर्क इन एस्ट्रोलॉजी. ये जनरल एस्ट्रोलॉजी होता है फॉर मैस, फॉर द वर्ल्ड, बट नॉट फॉर इंडिविजुअल्स. फॉर इंडिविजुअल्स यू ऑलवेज हैव टू narrow down to your specific time, your specific date, and who you are.
Okay. And then if you have your name, like in English, it is like Virgo, and then in Hindi में वो कुंभ आ जाता है. They both are same or separate?
So English and Hindi are, just like one or ek, two or do. So don't confuse that. What you need to understand is when you look at your zodiac sign in Western astrology, you're looking at where your sun is placed. So I am born in December. My sun is obviously in Sagittarius, right? But in Vedic astrology, you have to subtract 23 degrees from the sun. So I become a Scorpio. In
Okay.
Western astrology, we focus on zodiac sign. In Vedic, we focus on three signs: your sun sign, your moon sign, and your ascendant sign. It is more complicated. It has more things to study. And you must study from all three to get more accurate readings. अगर हम आपका ascendant से पढ़ रहे हैं कि you're going to have a child, but अगर हम moon ascendant और sun ascendant से दिखता है कि you're not going to, then chances are you won't. This is the beauty of Western Vedic astrology is we have a three-pronged approach. हम तीन जगह से पढ़ सकते हैं to make sure that what we're doing is correct. So while you can look at what is happening to the world more from an entertainment point of view, focus on your particular chart. Go to a specialist who can guide you. Okay?
Perfect. Thank you so much. Really appreciate. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your call. If you would like to connect with Dr. Bhatia, do give him a call 408 639 5300. We have another caller waiting. Hello, you're on air with Dr. Bhatia.
हाँ जी, hello, Dr. Bhatia.
Vastu?
हाँ जी, thanks for taking my call. Okay, I want to ask about my daughter.
Okay, sure.
Her date of birth is June 21st, 1988, and time is 6:15 a.m. and it is here in Oakland. And she is for her wedding. किसी भी कोई गल नहीं हो रही, so I'm just worried about that.
आपकी daughter is born June 21st, 1988, which is Tuesday at 6:15 in Oakland.
Yes.
तो आपकी बेटी की जो कुंडली बनती है, शी इज अ जेमिनाई असेंडेंट. जेमिनाई असेंडेंट का जो रूलर होता है वो मर्क्यूरी है. वो मर्क्यूरी जो है वो 12th हाउस में बैठा है, बट ही इज सिटिंग विथ रेट्रोग्रेड वीनस जुपिटर. अब क्वेश्चन आपका है कि शादी कब होगी.
Yes, that's the main thing.
तो शादी के लिए हम हमेशा 7th हाउस पढ़ेंगे. 7th हाउस इज द हाउस ऑफ मैरिज. 7th हाउस के लॉर्ड को देखेंगे और कुंडली में देखेंगे कि एस्पेक्ट्स क्या गिर रहे हैं. अभी आपकी बेटी का जो 7th हाउस है उसका मालिक जुपिटर है, जिसे हम बृहस्पति कहते हैं, लेकिन उसमें रेट्रोग्रेड शनि बैठा है. इस कुंडली के लिए शनि अच्छा प्लैनेट है, नुकसान नहीं देता. लेकिन प्रॉब्लम क्या है, शनि रेट्रोग्रेड चला गया जो डिले देता है शादी में. तो एक साइड से अगर हम देखें, हम कहते हैं कि देखो शादी अटकन है बिकॉज शनि बैठ गया, वो रेट्रोग्रेड है. नवम चार्ट में जो उस घर का मालिक है वो 12वें घर में बैठ गया, एक्लिप्स बना रहा है. लॉन्ग स्टोरी अगर हम शॉर्ट करें तो आपको ये कह सकते हैं कि अभी राहु की दशा चल रही है, उसके बाद जुपिटर की दशा आएगी, तो बेटी की शादी तो पक्की है, वो तो होगी, इट हैज टू बी डन, देयर इज नो
Yes,
ऑप्शन।
but
मुझे
time
तो
का कुछ
लगता है
पता।
कि मुझे तो लगता है कि मई 2025 के बाद जब जुपिटर ट्रांजिट कर देगा इनटू जेमिनाई,
हम्म,
that will be a very good time for her to get married. So my my gut says between May and November of 2025 she should be with a partner or will be married. But एक चीज का ध्यान रखिए आप, इस घर में शनि रेट्रोग्रेड बैठा है और इसका कारक 12वें घर में है, तो मैरिज में बहुत स्ट्रेस देके जाएगा। ये आपको देखना है ध्यान से। शादी होगी, जब शनि बैठता है डिवोर्स नहीं होता, पर शनि बहुत स्ट्रेस देता है शादी की मैरिड लाइफ में।
oh
तो
really?
जब तक या मैरिड लाइफ में स्ट्रेस देता है, और शनि तो बहुत स्ट्रांग है। यू शनि क्या कहता है, ये मैं जहां बैठा हूं वहां लॉ है, गुस्सा दोनों को आएगा, दोनों ने एक दूसरे के साथ सिर पैर करना है, सेपरेशन नहीं है। बट आप चाहिए आप फोन कीजिए, बट आपका आंसर इज सिंपल, बिटवीन मे एंड नवंबर ऑफ 2025 इसकी शादी हो जानी चाहिए। ओके।
Thank you so much.
थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर कॉल। अगर आप डिटेल में बात करना चाहते हैं डॉक्टर भाटिया से तो 408-639-5300 पे कॉल कर सकते हैं। लिसनर्स, यू आर ट्यून्ड इन टू द साकेत भाटिया एस्ट्रोलॉजी शो। So we have one more caller waiting. Let's quickly take the call. Hello, you're on air with Dr. Bhatia.
Hi, Dr. Bhatia. Thanks for taking my call. The question is for my son. The date of birth is 15 February 2000.
15 February
Hello.
2000, okay,
Yeah, and born in LA.
okay.
He recently quit
Time
his
of birth?
job. Time of birth is 6:35 a.m.
Okay. And what is, okay, Kundli
Yeah.
ban rahi, what is the question?
The question is, he recently quit his job month and a half ago. So do you see him getting a job in coming months?
It depends on what kind of job he is doing and what job he wants to do. Let's start with
He's in
that.
software. He's a software engineer.
Okay. ये right place, right time की बात है। See, आपके son, again, this is February 15, 2000 at 6:35 in Los Angeles, correct?
Yes.
तो अगर हम आपके थोड़ा टाइम स्पेंड करते हैं, योर सन वाज बोर्न ऑन अ ट्यूसडे, ट्यूसडे का
Yes.
लॉर्ड होता है मार्स। इनकी कुंडली में सैटर्न इज डिबिलिटेटेड। जब सैटर्न डिबिलिटेट होता है, so he's not going to work in one place. I don't see him working in one place or two places. He will keep switching his job. The beauty of your son's chart is Venus जो करियर की गेन्स देता है वो असेंडेंट में घुस गया है, एंड पैसे के घर में वेल्थ, वैल्यूज, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी सन मर्क्यूरी है। Your son quit his job because he wants to start something of his own.
Yes.
This is the chart of
He wants
somebody
to
जो
start off his own. Yes.
he will start. This is the chart of somebody who will start. But now the question becomes when. अगर आपका ये question है when will he get another job, then to get another job, my recommendation is March of 2025. He can happily get another job, no problem. March के बाद, all the way between March 25 and November 27, 25, sorry, he'll get a job. But Kundali is pointing to him starting his business. कुंडली कहती है लक का मालिक गेम्स में बैठ गया, सन इंडिपेंडेंट गेम्स में बैठ गया, स्टार्ट योर ओन कंपनी, स्टार्ट योर ओन जॉब, लेकिन उसका टाइम अब तक आया नहीं है।
Okay.
Okay. And this is a kundli in which he needs to have a partner to start a business. राहु बैठ गया है 7th house में। So yes, your question was job. My answer is job करेगा, but do not fix on the job because this is a kundli of somebody who will start a business and is likely related to software, highly related to software. ये अच्छी कुंडली है। कोई डिबिलिटेटेड में सिर्फ एक शनि है, वो शनि थोड़ा सा स्ट्रेस देता है in terms of actually house. It's not that important here. If you want, call us. Like I keep telling everybody, call. हम call इसलिए कहते हैं कि we'll give you better guidance when we are in person. That's why.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Okay.
this is good. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Thanks. Bye.
तो वेदिका,
जी
हम कह रहे थे, यू आस्क्ड मी अ क्वेश्चन, डज ये एस्ट्रोलॉजी में राइट प्लेस राइट टाइम रिपीट होता है? Planets are always transiting around your कुंडली, right? Jupiter
correct
comes to the same house every 12 years. जब जुपिटर 12 साल बाद एक ही घर पे आता है, उस घर को एक्सपेंड करता है. You know many people who said, हम बहुत साल से इसी कंपनी में काम कर रहे हैं, फाइनली वी गॉट प्रमोटेड. Ask them when, and look carefully. It is normally जब जुपिटर 10th हाउस के ऊपर जाता है. Some people will say, I just feel like reading more on spirituality. Jupiter is coming on the 9th house. So जब जुपिटर की ट्रांजिट आती है घर पे, it expands that house. जब
correct
लोगों की शादी टूटती है, सेकंड शादी होती है, लुक केयरफुली, या राहु या जुपिटर इज एस्पेक्टिंग या सातवें घर पे है. जैसे ही जुपिटर आता है वैसे ही सैटर्न आता है. सैटर्न कम्स बैक एवरी 30 years टू दैट सेम पोजिशन इन द चार्ट. जब सैटर्न आता है, सिग्निफिकेंट लाइफ चेंज अपॉर्चुनिटी होती है. सो राइट प्लेस राइट टाइम हैपन्स ओवर एंड ओवर एंड ओवर अगेन. You have to figure out if the magnitude is going to be more or less than what it was last time. You have to be prepared and you must accept कि yes, आया है तो I must take the best of it. हम astrology sessions में, when we have meetings with individuals, we tell them, I don't care how big or small the opportunities, you're here to pick every one of them. Don't miss anything. Don't say वो बड़ी picture के लिए छोड़ेंगे. Just today I had a show in New York in which somebody asked me this question and I said, एक इंडिविजुअल आए थे हमारे पास who said, I want to quit my job. I said, quit. I'll become a realtor. I said, become. He became a realtor. He comes back a year later. He says, I'm happy as a realtor. I'm also thinking of starting a franchise of food in a mall. I said, start. Now this is his second business. His third business now becomes a franchise for education. You see how this person has taken every single opportunity and used it to their benefit. It's not just about money. It is at least feeling after so many years of working, I have accomplished something. It is a feeling of self-worth. It is a feeling of self-respect. जो आपको अपने लिए खुद आती है. बाहर की दुनिया तो कहेगी, you've done very well, you're very happy, you may feel good, but deep inside you know where you stand. Only you can make yourself happy because जब आदमी कुछ अचीव करता है तो अच्छा लगता है लाइफ में, राइट?
true absolutely so when somebody comes to you regarding the right time and right place so being a professional how do you help them
We first look at their chart, okay, and then we ask them many questions. So as an astrologer हम देखते हैं कि आपकी missed opportunities क्या थी. We look at your chart carefully. And then, for example, the lady who called, she said, my son quit his job. The first thing I said is he trying to start his own business? No, he's very young. He's only 24. But the Kundli is clearly saying that he has to run his own company. He will run his own company. But the question becomes when. तो हम, when we look at your chart, we look planets कहाँ हैं, transit में क्या चल रहा है, दशा क्या थी, फिर हम जाके कहेंगे आपको, you have missed this opportunity 6 months ago. And most people won't even realize कि opportunity आई थी जो गई है, right? फिर कहेंगे कि you had the chance to move a job which you didn't. You had the chance to buy a house which you did not. You had the chance to get married which you did not. हम ये कहते हैं, let the person digest that fact, let them understand what happened. And इसी base पे then we take the next step. We use something called astrocartography, जिसमें हम influences ले लेते हैं of external factors, where you're
Mhm.
staying, and we map it on your chart. Have you heard of some people saying, Bay Area is not lucky for me, I want to move to Chicago?
yes
You must have heard that.
yes
Why? Because they feel that connection to Chicago. They feel, I feel more vibrant. I feel more energy. I feel that there's something positive about that place. So, first step is identifying missed opportunities, reviewing the past transits, the progressions in your chart. Missed opportunities आपको समझाएंगे. कुंडली ठीक से पढ़ के, then we give you personalized recommendation. We do that. We do that every day. Many people don't like it. Many people don't want it. But that's why we are here to tell you what you don't know. How can you like or not like something when you're not even sure about it? लाइफ
Right.
का गोल है फुलफिलमेंट, लाइफ का गोल है हैप्पीनेस, लाइफ की गोल है खुशी। फर्स्ट थिंग हम कुंडली देख के पढ़ते हैं, वेदर यू लाइक इट और नॉट, इज हेल्थ। When you're down, you're really down. You can't do much. First comes health, then comes everything else. And how we need to help you in so many ways. Correct? हम बहुत हेल्प करते हैं, हम पैटर्न स्टडी करते हैं,
जी.
फ्यूचर अपॉर्चुनिटीज देखते हैं, ट्रांजिट्स देखेंगे, and then we say these here are some remedies that you can use in order to attract better energy and make some planets which are essentially blocking your life not block.
Absolutely.
If you're driving a car and there is a brick wall, you drive straight at 10 miles, you'll hit the wall and you'll might get a bit hurt. Now, अगर वही brick wall पे आप गाड़ी लेके 80 miles पे मारोगे, you're going to get injured. There are two choices. या तो आप bulldozer लेके वो दीवार तोड़ दो, या you go around the wall.
Indeed. Yeah.
Correct? That is what
Absolutely.
astrology does. We'll tell you what the bulldozer is, or we'll tell you what the other path is if you can't bring down that wall. इसलिए
A-
इस शो पे जब लोग कॉल करते हैं,
जी.
we tell them it is not just about give me your date, place, time. Ask general questions. We are open to answering those. अगर नहीं आता आंसर, हम कहेंगे नहीं आता. We'll have an open, frank discussion with you.
We have a caller waiting. Can we quickly take a call?
Sure.
Hello, you're on air with Dr. Bhatia.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. I want to ask about my daughter.
Sure.
Yeah, her date of birth is 6 April 2004,
6th April
and
2004. Okay.
time is 1:24 p.m.
1:24 p.m.
San
And
Jose.
place of birth?
San Jose.
So your daughter was born on Tuesday as well. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
And what is your question?
So she seems very alone all the time, and I want to know when she will find some happiness because she's kind of stressed and a little bit down this past 2 years.
So when we're studying your daughter's kundli, ये कैंसर लगन है. कैंसर लगन, in my opinion, is one of the best kundlis out there because moon का कोई enemy नहीं होता. Cancer people are very nice, they're very sweet, charming, kind-hearted. Now let's understand कि क्या गड़बड़ हो गई कि your daughter is feeling despair or isolation is the right word, right? दो चीजें हैं.
Yes.
When we study शनि, इनका जो है Saturn, वो 12th हाउस में आ गया, और शनि जो है वो ग्रेट फ्रेंड साइन में है, तो बिकम स्ट्रॉन्गर. जब शनि 12वें घर में आता है, ही कॉजेस फीलिंग्स ऑफ आइसोलेशन, ही कॉजेस डिस्पेयर, ही कॉजेस अनहैप्पीनेस. नवम्स चार्ट जो मेन कुंडली की स्पाउसल चार्ट है, उसमें शनि अपने घर में बैठा है मून के साथ, तो वो तो मेंटल स्ट्रेस देगा ना. देयर इज नो ऑप्शन. द ब्यूटी इज बिटवीन नाउ एंड 2030 जुपिटर की दशा चल रही है आपकी डॉटर की. जुपिटर इज अ वेरी लकी प्लैनेट फॉर दिस कुंडली, बट जुपिटर इज रेट्रोग्रेड, थोड़ा वीक हो गया है. यू नीड टू वर्क ऑन जुपिटर. इफ remedies are solutions, go to a temple every Thursday, donate something yellow just to make Jupiter strong, because अभी जुपिटर वीनस की जो दशा चल रही है वो ठीक है, फिर जुपिटर सन दशा will be little tough. Jupiter Moon 2030 तक, if you make Jupiter strong, her life will go better. Thursday के दिन go to a temple, donate yellow clothes, yellow flowers, religious books, donate money to orphans, bananas, कुछ भी yellow dal, donate that. Another solution, if you want gemstones, yellow sapphires work very well in this case for your daughter. It's a beautiful stone for her. It will essentially give her Jupiter का जो aspect पड़ता है, it will be on her career, it will be on her health, and it will be on, just on her luck in general. Jupiter owns luck. So those are the only solutions I have. If you have, you can always feel free, जैसे वेदिका कहती है, call us offline, we can give you more guidance. But Shani in the 12th house and Shani conjunct Moon in Navams will always cause some minor depression. Fix it before it is late, क्योंकि शनि की दशा 2030 में स्टार्ट होती है और वो खत्म नहीं होगी 2049 तक. ओके.
Okay, thank you.
Do connect with Dr. Bhatia if you would like to discuss more. 408-639-5300 is the number. Thank you so much for calling. We have another caller waiting. Hello, you're on air with Dr. Bhatia.
Hi, this is my husband. His date of birth is June 1, 1983, and time of birth is 12:05 a.m. and place is Honavar. It's near Mangalore in Karnataka. And the question I had was, he quit his job 4 months back to start something on his own, without any direction or anything. So I want to know if that was the right decision. Should he continue or just go look for a job?
Now let's repeat again. This is for your husband who's born June 1st, 1983 at almost midnight, which is 12:05, very close to Mangalore, correct?
Yes,
And he quit his job when? 6 months ago, last year,
4 months ago.
4 months ago. Okay, so ये जो कुंडली बनती है, this is an Aquarius ascendant. Aquarius ascendant के लिए Saturn is the ruling planet, who is retrograde and placed in the ninth house. I had a whole show on this one topic, जिसमें हमने कहा था कि Saturn retrograde in ninth house causes delay in child or delay in fortune or delay in creativity. You should know this before you start the business. Saturn delay देगा. इस कुंडली के लिए Saturn is a very good planet, लेकिन उसकी दशा 2032 में आती है. Now career के घर में जुपिटर बैठा है, वो retrograde है. Your husband quit his job in Jupiter Ketu dasha. Ketu is conjunct Galika Mandi, and your husband is born on Wednesday, जिसका ruling planet है Mercury. Him starting the business at this stage, he should have waited a little bit. There was no urgency, there was no rush. थोड़ा वेट कर लेते बेटर है, बिकॉज आपके हस्बैंड की साठ सती चल रही है. दैट साठ सती मेक्स
I
हिम
see.
ही अगर साठ सती वेट कर लेते ना, इट वुड बी नाइस. द राइट टाइम इन माय ओपिनियन टू स्टार्ट वुड हैव बीन इन 2 years, बट इट इज डन. यू कांट हेल्प इट. जुपिटर केतु दशा के बाद अब जुपिटर वीनस दशा स्टार्ट हो रही है इन 2 months. जुपिटर एंड वीनस आर नॉट फ्रेंड्स, बट वो लक की दशा है, एंड वीनस इज अ वेरी लकी प्लैनेट फॉर दिस कुंडली. You will see some growth from between 2024 September and 2027. But the fact still remains. Galika Mandi are sitting in Jupiter's house, conjunct Ketu, वो problem देंगे. My advice, try going back, getting a better job. If you want to start something, it is really difficult because Shani retrograde in ninth house is going to delay. It is really going to cause problems for you. And Sat Sati is not going to make it any easier. Be careful of that. Yes, sir. Sat Sati से थोड़ा
And
ध्यान रखिए.
mhm.
Yes.
To connect with Dr. Bhatia. Ma'am, अगर आपके पास और question है, because we don't have much time in the show. Sorry about that. आप directly connect कीजिए
Sure.
by calling 408-639-5300 or you'll get all the information through saketbhatia.com. And as you were just saying, right, getting to know the right time, it's really important because you take big decisions in life and sometimes they are not at the right time and then things are not smooth.
Yes, but इनकी जो, for example, this individual lady who called,
Mm-hmm.
the chance he quit the job makes sense. It makes total sense because we know कि जब Jupiter Ketu हो, Jupiter is sitting in the house of gains. Ketu, I mean, owns the house of gains. Ketu गेंद के घर में बैठे, लेकिन गली का मंडी साथ में आ गई है. They will definitely cause some drama. They will cause some damage. And इस केस में career को hit कर गया. But in transit, Jupiter is still aspecting the house of career, ना? Go get another job. Job तो मिल जाएगी. That
Absolutely.
is not a
And
problem.
easily, I think when you are making big changes in your life, when you're taking big steps, it's better to get a backup. And I think that backup is getting a help from a professional such as you. So listeners, if you are trying to change something or trying to take a big decision and you are unsure about what the results are going to be, I have Dr. Saket Bhatia with me right here, and he's in the Bay Area. You can get in touch with him. You can ask any question regarding astrology, numerology, Vastu, regarding palmistry, as he was mentioning. He can help you with several ways. Do connect with him directly with your questions, 408-639-5300, and the website for all the information regarding him, the office location and the number and everything is by his first and last name, saketbhatia.com. Once again, the website is saketbhatia.com and the number is 408-639-5300. So as we are talking about the right place and right time, so when place is involved, is there any Vastu aspect here?
Vastu, so we had Deepika Sanghi Gupta, right, who is a Vastu expert on our show.
जी.
Um, and उन्होंने शो पे क्लियरली कहा था कि her belief is astrology is 66% responsible and Vastu is 33% responsible. But उनका मतलब क्या है? What does that typically mean? 66% is planets, 33% is placement, and 100% is you. Let's understand that better. Opportunities आती हैं based on planets. Opportunities जाती है based on planets. But you getting ready for that opportunity and the magnitude of opportunity will depend on Vastu completely. तो आप घर में रहते हो. We always say in Vastu we like northeast facing places because sun rises from the east and sun is always north. तो northeast से light comes into the house. अगर आपने northeast पे ही कुछ बड़ा सा डाल दिया अपने घर पे, you're going to block all the rays in your house. No light's going to enter your house. It's going to get dingy. These days, people have smaller houses. We buy houses which are, located somewhere
Pre
because we like it. Then you
Pre-constructed, yeah.
start making the house Vastu compliant. इसका मतलब first thing the Vastu expert will do is he आके देखते हैं कि आपके घर में light कैसी आ रही है. Obstructions क्या हैं घर में. They walk in the house and they look at things. And this is to tune your mindset. अगर आप पूरा दिन एक कमरे में अंधेरे में बैठे रहोगे, how are you going to be happy? As a matter of fact, chances are you will go into depression. You will start feeling sad. You will lose your own self-worth. What Vastu does is it tells you कहाँ बैठना चाहिए, कैसे बैठना चाहिए. अभी हमारे ही ऑफिस में we don't face the wall. No person faces the wall when they work. They face either each other or they face the door or they face a window. इससे advantage के when you look out, you get more energy within you to do more productive work. So Vastu शास्त्र जो है, it's an architecture playbook. It tells you how you will be successful by harmonizing the energy in your living and workspace environment. Plants देख के खुशी होती है. पानी की आवाज सुन के खुशी होती है. They make you more productive. Vastu also balances the elements. You can't all have all water. You must have some earth, you must have some fire element, you must have some space element. दीपिका ने एक शो पे कहा था कि I went into somebody's house and I found 20-year-old shoes, 20-year-old clothes in the house. And I asked those people, they said, बस पड़ा है. This is extra baggage. ये जो पड़ा है is called procrastinating. Vastu is how you can change your lifestyle. Let's pick up that 20-year-old thing which you don't wear and let's get rid of it. Because the minute you get rid of it, you will start getting rid of other things in your life that you don't need. They could be some old emotions. They could be some old friendships with people you don't need. They could be something that is hindering you from progressing. तो वास्तु जो है ये बहुत ही important है. Proper application of vastu, I can safely say, can attract financial gains. It makes you more stable. It will create an environment जिसमें wealth generation हो और financial setbacks कम हो सकती हैं. Vastu improves health. This is a very well known concept. It increases your financial, physical, mental health. It reduces stress, creates peace at home. Vastu also helps spiritual growth. जितने आजकल घर बनते हैं, they're all Vastu compliant. Vastu, astrology, interplay with Muhurat. There are so many people जो घर लेते हैं who come to me and say, what is the good time for me to enter the house? And we look, इससे भी घर लिया है. This is the right Muhurat for your house. Why? Muhurat should not be used for small things like when should I go and, upgrade my car? Use it for big things in your life.
Right.
पिक्चरें जब रिलीज होती हैं, they look at Muhurat. जब political parties want to do something, Muhurat. So any big affair must look at Muhurat in general. So, long story short, Vastu contributes to overall well-being of an individual by ensuring कि जो environment है, it supports physical, emotional and spiritual needs and creates a very balanced and successful life. अगर आपने astrology और वास्तु combine कर लिया, believe me, you're going to start appearing significantly lucky to most people you know. जो आपको जानते हैं, they're going to start admiring you in ways and saying, this person knows what is happening. They know कि life में क्या होने वाला है, you know?
Right. And like to all people who are listening to us right now, we did talk about that if they seek your help, then you will be able to tell them the right place, right time in their life. And of course, they can get benefited with that. So, overall, if I ask you, like we just have 3 more minutes in the show, can you summarize how can an astrologer help shape the future of somebody who comes and asks for his help?
Yeah, there are many things an astrologer can do. A good astrologer can provide you with tools like guidance. When you come to us, we'll make you self-aware. हम आपको कहते हैं कि आपकी strengths क्या है, आपकी weakness क्या है, और personality traits क्या है, and then that individual will call, what is your life's purpose? ये जो self-awareness है, this, in my opinion, is the core foundation for you to make informed decision in life. A good astrologer will also give you best time to take action and make significant changes. So timing or planning, career guidance देते हैं. We will give you your health and well-being, financial planning, personal development, crisis management, and lots of remedial measures, how you can negate negative influences and enhance positive ones. अगर हमें पहले ही पता चल गया कि आपकी 60 सती चल रही है या आपके मून पे इतना स्ट्रेस है, then we need to study you as a person and see how much can you tolerate. Some people break down, some people are able to become stronger with that situation, but it is going to hit you in the face. So an astrologer can guide you in so many ways. We're telling you कि आगे जो आ रहा है, it is good or not good. So you can plan, adjust yourself, and accommodate accordingly.
So, in short, we can make an informed life plan towards our growth, our happiness, and our well being.
Absolutely. That's what you're here for. You're here to make a better life for yourself and people who are around you, the ones who care for you, the ones you love.
Definitely. Great summation. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for being on air with us. Listeners, those who are trying to reach us right now, we are out of show time. Apologies for that. You can try and call us next Tuesday, 4 to 5 p.m. Or you don't have to wait till Tuesday. Just directly contact Dr. Bhatia by calling 408 639 5300. And the website, which is the source for all the information regarding him, is saketbhatia.com. Thanks again for joining us on air. We'll talk to you again next week.
Thank you, Vedika. Have a good evening. Bye.
You are listening to Radio Zindagi, KZDG 1550 AM.